Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film my introduction video for my no-buy for 2021, and I'm also going to give you my top 5 no-buy tips because I have been, although I haven't really been documenting it over the last year, so 2020, I have been sort of doing a low buy, I would say, but I've considerably decreased my amount of spending and shopping. Because I kind of had like a revelation halfway through the year. I think it was probably sparked by the pandemic, but I had a revelation about just the amount of stuff I have and how much money I've wasted and, you know, continue to waste on products that I don't need, clothes that I don't need, books, food. Like, this applies to every aspect of my life. And I feel like I've just got to the stage in my life where I've really realised that stuff doesn't matter, and I mean that in the sense of like materialistic stuff, you know. And all of this obviously goes hand in hand with my minimalism journey. I've kind of, over the last 6 months, realised that what is important to me has changed, and I don't need as much stuff as I originally thought I did. And I'll get into reasons why I think I sort of overspent and overcompensated with stuff. I'm going to use the term stuff because this doesn't just apply to makeup. This is like clothes, books, just general, even like home decor, just stuff that I don't necessarily need. I guess I'll start off with my plan for 2021, and I guess I eased myself in for 2020 by doing a low buy, because I have decided that for 2021 I want to do a no buy, and I am going to sort of apply this to numerous aspects of my life, so not just makeup and skincare and beauty products, but also clothes, stuff for the home. I want to sort of change my outlook on, I do the food shopping in my house, so I also want to apply it to that side of things, because even with like food, I found myself every single week buying more and more stuff and we've not even gone through the stuff we already have. And I just think that that's really unhealthy kind of attitude to have. It's completely natural, and I realise that, you know, with like a busy lifestyle and everything, these things do tend to happen, and they tend to build up and creep up on us, and we don't even realise it's happening. But I want to make it my mission to pay more attention to what I'm actually bringing into my house, what I'm spending my money on, and make a concerted effort to go through the stuff I already have. So now I've documented that my intention is to go on a no-buy for 2021. I have put it on the internet. You are my witnesses, and I suppose I'm held accountable now. I guess I'll move on to my top tips on how I'm going to achieve this, and how I have achieved, you know, a massive difference in my life already. My number one top tip for starting and maintaining a no-buy is to find out your motivation is, and remember it relentlessly. My two main motivations for minimising my life are financial freedom and having more space in my home, and therefore more mental clarity. Because I'm the type of person that if I have a lot of stuff everywhere and it's chaos and messy, I feel stressed and overwhelmed and chaotic and messy. Like, my brain can't really handle it. If I have like a clear, clean space around me, then I'm so much more productive. I think it's a Virgo thing, but it could be, you know, just my personality type. So I kind of ended up thinking, well, why don't I apply that to literally everywhere in my home? Because surely if every sort of place in my home has less stuff in it, I will feel more calm, I'll feel less stressed, less overwhelmed, and I'll have a lot more mental clarity. And the room I film in, like this room, is the room with all of my stuff in it. Like, it has the most stuff probably like out of my whole house. I have all my makeup, skincare, beauty, clothes. I have just like in my wardrobes I have stuff that's in storage, and this is the room that stresses me out the most because I know I have too much in here. So it's my mission, as I've said many times, to declutter and to minimise my numbers down. And as I've just mentioned, you want to remember what is actually motivating you. As I said, one of my sort of motivators is financial freedom, and in the last 6 months since I've really started to pay attention to what I'm spending my money on and focused on the stuff I already have, I have saved so much money, and I can't tell you the amount of satisfaction I get from saving money. Again, I don't know if it's a Virgo thing, I don't know if it's my personality type, but I literally am obsessed with saving money. I get more satisfaction now out of seeing my savings go up and decluttering than I do shopping or spending money. And you know, for some people that might be, you know, their savings goal is to purchase something at the end of it, whether you're saving for a house, a car, a wedding, you know, anything big you might be saving for. But my reason for saving is because, you know, you never know what's going to happen in life, and I feel like this pandemic has really highlighted that. I could lose my job tomorrow, anything could happen, and I could need some emergency money. And I feel like I'm going to do a whole separate video on how minimalism has helped me with saving money and all of the things I do to sort of cover myself financially, because I'm really, really passionate about that. And I will do a whole separate video on that if you want to see it, so let me know in the comments. But what motivates me is just being secure financially, so I know that I'm safe if anything bad was to happen, and that really keeps me going when I feel like the urge to spend, basically. Another tip that I have that I kind of like accidentally realised I was doing, which I feel like it probably does definitely help me with my low buy aims, is that when I'm tempted to browse, say I've got like an email that's come through like from Cult Beauty or whatever, and it's got like 20% off, and I click on it and I'm like, oh my god, I want to spend, I want these new things. I'll go through and shop, so I'll add everything that I want or think I want to my basket, and whether that's like 2, 3, 4, 5 things, and then I'll look at my basket and I will literally visualise those items in my home. And I'm thinking, where am I going to put everything? I've already got too much stuff, and I think about unboxing the package and that instant moment of, oh my god, like excitement, and then that feeling goes and I realise I can't have any of this stuff in my house. Like, I'm already overwhelmed just thinking about this new stuff coming into my house, and I will immediately swipe off of the site. Because this is usually on my phone, you know, like I'm at home just like scrolling and mindlessly window shopping. And I suppose it's like window shopping but online. So I'll add everything that I want in my basket, and I'll think about having it in my home, and I will just close the site down and I'm instantly over it. Like, I don't want the stuff anymore. Next tip I have is to do an inventory, and you would have seen that I recently uploaded a makeup inventory onto my channel, and oh my god, I thought I'd made a lot of progress last year. I have got so much stuff, and just getting everything out of like storage and seeing everything laid out in front of me, it was literally shocking to me. I cannot believe how much of each like kind of category I have. It's quite scary, and do you know what? It has motivated me even more to get panning and get using up my items, decluttering. Like, I don't care how I do it this year, I am going to get that makeup collection down to a normal and reasonable size, because at the moment it's not, and it's really overwhelming. And then the next tip I have, which goes hand in hand with the inventory one, is to, every single time you get the urge to shop, you want to go into an area where you have your things stored and take things out, play with them, organise them, sort them out, touch, just that tactile like touching of the things you have and like visually seeing what you already have will, I promise you, it will instantly make you not want to shop anymore, because not only are you appreciating what you already have in front of you and you can literally see it, the stuff you already have, that kind of sense of urgency when you want to shop will dissipate because you'll be distracted by organising the stuff you already have. And that moves me on to my last tip, which is to actually stop and appreciate what you already have. And I was so guilty of doing this. Like, I'm always looking for the next best thing, new stuff, you know. Well, I used to be all about getting new stuff. It was almost like a coping mechanism, you know, like when I was sort of overwhelmed, it was like a little bit of an outlet to shop, and it wasn't like anything out of control. But now when I'm feeling that way, I take the time to stop and look around and appreciate what I have. Sometimes I'll think, even down to like my house, I've only lived here for a year and it was a new build, and I'm already sort of like got the urge to look at newer and bigger houses. And I caught myself the other day and I thought, right, stop, go, you need to be looking after the house you already have. And do you know what, I'd noticed that I hadn't done any cleaning for like 3 or 4 days. Well, not like any, but do you know what I mean, like dusting, all that sort of thing. And I thought, take the time to look after the house you have. And I went round and I cleaned the surfaces and I sort of cleaned the ensuite and the shower and I descaled everything. I felt 100 times better, because we don't need new stuff. We don't need it. Whether we want it or not is a different question. And this is something that I'm going to really continue with in 2021. As soon as I have that urge to, oh, that itch, that newness itch, I'm going to go and clean my floors, or I'm going to go down to my bookshelf if I want to buy a new book, and I'm going to pick one out that I already have. And if I haven't read it, I'm going to read it. And if it's maybe I'll pick out a cookbook I haven't opened in a really long time. And I'm going to appreciate the stuff I already have. So I really hope this video has helped you in any way. If you're embarking on a bit more of a sort of minimalistic approach to your stuff, then please do let me know. And let me know any tips that you have as well, because that will really help me stay motivated. And if you like this video, then please subscribe. I'll do lots more no buy and low buy content in 2021. And subscribe to my channel if you like this one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.